We are sophisticated and educated gentlemen.
Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where all friends and fans come together and talk about some album art. I'm Jason, with me is Tim
Yo,
and Wild Bill.
Icy color.
And we're talking about is Outkast, is it art? We are a playlist link channel. Check out all of our Outkast videos in a row where we talked intellectually about the music, about the artist, all that shit. We're at the end of the night now, so we're just going to talk album art. We're just going to jump right into Southern Playlistic Cadillac music
yo trunk.
for your trunk.
So does this constitute a band photo?
Yes, it does.
But with the caveat that this is in the hip hop genre, so it kind of falls into that same category as country as far as album
Every album
covers.
cover looks the same. Yes.
Well, album covers and band photos on the front, I think hip hop and country get the exception to the rule.
Oh yeah, sure. I see what you're going there.
Yeah, I don't think that's a negative for that genre because that's that genre's thing.
Well, and when I look at this cover, it looks very affordable to me. It looks like a first album cover,
Oh,
um,
Yes.
which isn't a bad thing. I love the logo. Great photos of them. I even love the silhouettes in the back. Like they did a really good job with it. But I mean, we're gonna get to some other stuff here.
Okay. We just gonna keep the first album brief.
It's a
okay.
band photo.
I mean, I will say I agree with Tim. The shadows are a nice touch to it.
I like the color tone. I like the purple, the browns.
Yeah, yeah.
Those work well together.
Joe,
It's
what
a
do you think
decent.
about it?
Joe's. Well, we'll get to where Joe ends up placing it. Joe did not like this one very much. I'll say that. All right. Up next,
Yawn.
AT aliens. AT.
You know, I know we've mentioned this on a couple other ones, so I'll mention it here. This feels like if Space Troopers made a video game, this would be the album cover.
If
Yeah, it looks
what?
like a badass PlayStation 1 game I want to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
See, and that's
this
kind of like the era I'm going for.
this 96 wasn't this like before PlayStation?
It was, yeah. But I mean, that's
It
how
can
big
still
their
remind
reach
us of
was,
that.
too. That is how big their reach was, too, where they were even influencing video game covers.
I'll
And
say
yeah,
this.
you could argue this is like a comic book knockoff or whatever, but it's done really well. There's a lot of detail.
I mean, the fact that they had the price as a legitimate part of the cover.
Well, that's a plus for me. I like it when bands do that shit. Screech and Weasel
Oh
does that
no,
shit all the time. They'll have a little comic book thing up there. I like
Sure,
that.
sure. It sets a tone.
It does set a tone. I like the greens. I like the blues.
Yeah.
Again, it's
And then the reds really stand out, too.
yeah. I like the turban. That's kind of foreshadowing some stuff.
For sure.
Yeah, this is a good album cover. I like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't say anything negative about it. It's definitely art.
Yeah, I like the logo. I like especially the AT Aliens font here. That's really cool. I mean, this is like a clean sweep here, right?
Certainly for me.
So I see no reason that this would be lower than number one.
Okay, yeah. This is a clean sweep here. You know we don't like our band photos here on ODD.
Hey, I can appreciate some band photos. What you mean? Here's the thing. This one's it's a cartoonized band photo. Is what it is.
Well, I
Well,
mean, and technically they're all band photos. So
Yeah.
yeah.
buckle up.
Yep. All right, up next, equipment.
Oh man. I want to see this on the side of a boogie van. I want to see this on the back of a jean jacket.
But do you
I
want to
want to.
see it on the cover of an album?
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah. This works for me. Um, much like the Doors Full Circle. If you go way, way back, the more you look at this thing, the more you're gonna find, and the better it's gonna get.
I'm torn. I'm torn.
Sign of good art.
I'm Natalie Imbruglia torn here.
Oh, that's torn.
It's fucking. I'm torn. Um. So I fucking hate the Master P. What was that? What was that label called?
The no limit stuff.
The
Yeah, it's
No
very no
Limit.
limit,
It's
but
very
just
very
enough
no
that it's
limit.
not. Just enough that it's not, though. But much like the intros, like the no limit artwork took over everything in the
I
late 90s.
hate it. I hated that shit. Like it's so
Yep.
fucking.
Even when the albums were good, the artwork sucked.
Like you go
And this
back.
I always felt was better than the no limit stuff.
It's so close though. It's so close.
Well, got to play the game, right?
All right, that's problem number one. Problem number two is it says Outcast 2 underneath it.
Because they've
What?
entered their second phase.
Well,
They know it. Didn't Andre get clean at this point? They both were like seriously dating women
you
at this
don't
point.
put the wrong number though. It should have been Outcast 3.
Should have been.
Should have been.
Shoulda, coulda,
But they're not
woulda.
going by album number. They're going by
The
you know,
what? What are they going by?
they're going by
Era.
era. They've entered a new
I
phase.
I sure. Yeah, I get that. I mean, sure.
Worst logo they've got.
Okay.
It's the worst
Still,
logo they have on any album, I would say.
because it looks like No Limit.
It does.
Now, let me talk about the positives of this, okay? Like I said, I'm torn. Those were my two negatives. The positives are the two-headed Afro lady, the way Andre is standing, the spaceship in the fucking background, the Cadillac down at the bottom left, the fucking machine, like the fucking symbolic like ring behind them. Like there's a lot.
Oh yeah, the eye, the all-knowing eye, or
Yeah,
whatever.
there's a lot of good positive things for this. There's a lot of shit happening.
Hear me out. On the basis of how much it's making you think, Jason, I would say this is great art.
I mean, I'm not going to deny that. I'm not
That is
denying
the
that.
sign of a true artist if you're
Well,
truly divided. I
if
don't know
it,
if
if
this
it is
upsets
making
me
you
or if I
think,
love it.
if it's making you think about it in depth, it's got to be great art. Like it has to
I
be.
mean, it's like Tim said. It's the full circle. It's the Doors' full circle.
Right?
And I
At
disagree.
first you're like, huh? And then by the end of it, you're like, whoa.
Go back and watch our
Here's
Credence Clearwater Is It Art? Because I convinced these motherfuckers that like the dude running them around on the fucking tricycle was like art. Makes you think. Makes you think.
Right. Well, I believe I convinced you guys that Full Circle was art.
Not me.
I don't.
I was already sold.
Okay.
I
And
mean, let me
I
be
don't think
clear. I didn't.
we convinced Colquitt either. I don't think Colquitt. He was like fuck this album.
I mean, let me be clear. I didn't need convincing that this was art.
I didn't. I mean, I don't either. Like I said, I'm just saying there's pros and cons. That's all I'm saying.
Well, there's always pros and
There's
cons.
always pros and cons. That's all I'm saying. The pros outweigh the cons in this
So
situation.
then is this going to be a clean sweep as well?
Let me check Joe. Make sure it's a clean sweep for him. Yeah, it's a clean sweep for him too.
I love it when we all agree.
It's fucking rare. We occasionally agree and disagree. That's sexy, man. Yeah, we're going 3. Let's see if we can keep it going. What we got next?
Plus, let me be your back.
All right, we got Stankonia. Is it
I
art?
mean, iconic. Ed Conic.
It might.
They've
It
reached
might.
the point where they don't need a logo.
Yeah, it might cross into Ed Conic. It might.
It might cross into Ed Conic, but it's still very powerful.
Very powerful. Like you said, no logo here.
No logo here.
They're just standing in front of an American flag.
A
But
27-star American flag.
27-star black and white American flag in the year 2000.
Right, it might be a 36-star and they just cut off the top 2 rows. But still,
It is what it is, you
It
know?
is what it is. It don't matter how many fucking stars are on that motherfucker.
Both of them are showing their little flair in their own personal individuality ways.
Big Boy actually looks kind of cooler here. He looks cool as shit.
Yeah,
Just
Andre looks like he's going off the deep end a little bit, but that's okay. It's still good.
it's still good. Oh yeah, Andre looks good too. This is gonna be a weird one to rank here. Where are we falling album art wise?
this one's almost too simplistic for them.
It's sometimes that says something though. Like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It is a band photo.
Well,
They're
where's
all
Joe
band
putting it?
photos.
Do you want to know where Joe's putting it first?
Yeah, let's do Joe's first.
Joe's
Let's
got
get it.
it at number 2.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
He's got it at number 2.
I've got it at number 3.
I mean, I was going to second that.
Well, yes, of course you would.
Well, no, I think it's better than the first album.
Yeah, I'm taking this motherfucker number 1. I don't give a fuck. That is a powerful fucking image right there. For the year 2000, that's
Bombs
a
over
damn
Baghdad.
good album cover right there. That is a damn good fucking album cover.
So all these are available. They're all being pressed right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, gotta hunt them down. These are good.
I don't know about
These are
Idlewood,
definitely.
but
Oh well, sure.
I know the first five
Idlewild.
are. But I think it's there too. So, all right. Up next, speaker box, the love below.
So obviously it's two different photo things. When I got the first print CD, like the front cover was Big Boy, and then the back cover was the full picture of Andre, like it was the album cover. I'm not sure how they did it on vinyl, but I would imagine it was similar. I will say that Big Boy in that chair, that is Pimp personified. I do love the red and the pink as well. I thought that was a good color combination for the album.
Yep.
They brought back the old school logo. Um,
Outside for me, outside of the logo, this cover's pretty meh.
yeah, I mean, color code will tell all, but this will definitely, for me, fall into the needs something. And I think it could have been uh, if they were in the same room together.
That could have added something, yeah. But like because it's two different
It's two different
photos.
albums, so it's two different covers. So I do get that.
It's
Uh,
not even like they were cropped together. It was like you get this half, you get that half. Like
well, no, it's not like that because this is the thumbnail version that they've, uh, pared it down to. Much like Queens of the Stone Age, just isn't the original cover.
So the original
well, okay,
cover was
okay.
just what, Big Boy, and then on the back it was Andre.
Yeah, depending on which way you were holding it.
Well, that doesn't change the fact that it's like two different things, though.
Right. And so the official cover was just the Big Boy side because that was on that front side panel.
Yeah, which
Well then it'd
is
be like where
fucked
the
up,
fuck is like where's the other guy?
Well,
especially when
you
the
flip it
pink
over,
side's the
right?
better
Yeah.
side.
Yeah. So depending on how you held it, you know, but even then, neither of them are great.
Yeah, I mean, like you're taking,
Although the
you're
big boy in
talking.
that chair and that fur jacket, that's pretty good.
You can't tell me Big Boy there looks better than Big Boy here.
No, I can't.
Like, I'm just saying, just saying.
But this is pretty pimpin'. And I get that. I mean, you got an album with bow tie. I get the theme there.
I mean, I get it too. It fits the theme of the album because it's a very separate album. So the album art just
Sure.
kind of fits that. Kind of just escalates. Hey, it's
Sure.
separate shit.
Yep.
I don't like. Well, I can't judge it off based on these because I don't know if those were originally there. But sure, Bill, you got anything to add?
No, just other than it's even with it not being the per se original, final cover, whatever
Right.
cover.
Obviously, this is the one we're going with.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but
that's
like,
the rule now.
the fact that it would be like one guy in one half and the other guy in the other half, like, the other side, I mean, it, I feel like that kind of detracts from the whole idea of it as well. Yeah, they got the Outkast logo back for the original album, but it's not,
Yeah, it's in logo only.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
That's the only real thing it has going for it.
Well, where are y'all ranking it?
Number five.
Where's Joe putting it?
No, Joe went first last time.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna go number five.
Okay.
Where are you
I,
putting it,
I'm
Jason?
going number five too because That looks like a cohesive friendship. That looks like two artists going in
We
different
couldn't even be in the
directions.
same building together.
Yeah. Joe put it number.
Number one.
His numbers are off right now, but yeah, he put it. He put it number 4. He put it
And
number
I can see
4.
that. I could see that.
I don't see it. I don't see it. But art is subjective. None of us are wearing our
Every
hats,
time.
so
Right. So what do we know?
what do we know? All right, up next, Idlewild.
Well, it's the same argument, right?
You
Except
know,
these look more like movie posters.
yeah, and here's the thing, I would say this one has a lot more perspective going on with it, right? So like the top one, top and bottom are kind of inverses of each other when you look at it, right?
Sure.
You have, the pianist with the singer, singers in the foreground of the top, singers in the background of the bottom.
Yeah.
Like you actually have, and plus they have the solid logo with it as well. I like the font that they use for Idlewild. I think the color tone fits very well, assuming that this is some sort of like 1800s like Western type film.
I mean, 1900s.
Okay.
And there's also a lot of like blues and like I don't want to say country, but like old school. Like it does fit together. That color scheme.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. But it definitely feels like that, like turn of the century, beginning of blues and jazz, swing.
Yeah, that
The 20s, the
50s.
30s.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 50s would be too late, I would think. Just stylistically, although, they're in the South too, so it's all still log
Well,
cabins.
yeah,
But
we're still behind the times. We're like always 10
yeah.
years behind.
But yeah, it does. It feels like 30s maybe. It's been a while. I don't remember if they actually do date it, but
I do like what Bill said. You got that mirror image. It's
that is
also
pretty cool. Yeah.
it's divided. Only it's like horizontal versus vertical on the last one.
Sure.
But like you have the other party present in each of the parts of the photo though.
Right.
Or not photo, but the image.
Yeah.
Right, in the concept.
Yeah.
And it's
Like
also
it
like Big Boy is like holding a microphone, whereas Andre is like focused in writing the music.
Yeah.
And it's a very like this is a very interesting album cover. They also got the old school logo back too, the original logo.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I didn't say it in the episode for the album, but the album definitely feels more outcasty than the movie does.
I mean that usually happens though, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of to be expected. I don't know. I mean, there's not really too much more to say about this thing. It's good. I do like it. Um, I was a day one buyer. I bought the lenticular cover. And in that situation, they did it much like a speaker box, where depending on how you put the booklet into the case, was who was on the cover.
Where to rank?
Whereas Joe got it.
I always want to spoil Joe, huh? He's got number
Well, he's
4.
not here, so yeah, I do. Because if we got to make fun of him, we got to make fun of him.
He's got number 4. I'm gonna
I mean, that's where I
say,
was gonna put it too. So.
I think that's too low.
You're
I
gonna
mean,
say it's
sure,
better
just
than
put
AT
it there for me there
Aliens?
too.
Oh shit! Well,
You're
I
saying it's
forgot.
better than AT Aliens?
Tiny Tim's gonna fucking follow suit. But all right, where are you putting
Well,
it, Bill?
that's
Was you
I
gonna
was
put it
actually gonna
right
put
there too?
no. I
Okay.
was actually gonna stick this one up at number two.
You're saying it's better than AT Aliens?
Yes.
I mean, I hate to use a slap button on an art video.
I
I like I like the perspective on it. Like
I
that's why I put
agree.
it above it.
I think this is pretty fucking
Like
good.
the other covers have
You
good
crazy
quality.
bastards. Holy
I
cow.
Like
I
because
see.
there's actually it's not the same level of thinking as a Aquemini, but it's like, oh, you have like a foreground background thing, not only on the top part but on the bottom part. You have a perspective issue, not issue, but perspective thought process that can occur.
Sure, sure.
And I think the color scheme also fits that exceptionally well.
Okay, okay. I'll run with that. That's cool.
And like
I think
where
you're
they were
wrong.
at as a band or as an artist, like it feels what's going on. Like this doesn't feel.
Well, I plan on watching the movie again soon.
Man, I
It's been
got a
too
lot on
long
my
since I've
mind for
watched
sure.
it.
No, I'm still off on the three y'all tied number one. I disagree, but
I mean, Aquemini is number one just for the standpoint it made you fucking think.
no, Stankonia makes you think too, though.
Nah, the amount of thinking that
Uh,
you put into Aquemini
the
makes it my
beret,
favorite.
the beret owns all. So
Right?
give us
Yeah.
a like, give us a subscribe. Next week we're talking Devo with our special Patreon Sofakingrad Prince. Um, After that, 1999, we're gonna do some Led Zeppelin. We're gonna revisit that one. We're gonna do Fiona
Dude,
Apple.
99 means the meat grinder's right around the corner.
Yeah, we gotta start doing that. Some meat grinder.
Find us the album of the decade
Yeah,
for the
we already know
90s.
the winner. No, we don't, because we're unscripted. Who knows what the fuck's gonna happen?
Yeah, plus
Puff
there's a
Daddy
wheel
will not be
involved.
the
It's
winner.
gonna get crazy.
It's gonna get nasty. Gonna get crazy. Hopefully, we're all friends by the end of it. As always, be safe and make good decisions.
Listen to
Break.
the decline.
Caroline. Caroline. See Caroline, all the guys would say she's mighty fine. Mighty fine.
And then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 whoop. And then it's all, and then you're ready to go again.